Welcome to Alberta!
We took a drive from Banff to Jasper along Alberta's iconic Icefields Parkway. It's one of the greatest drives in the world, and these are the must-see stops along the way. Before we get started, subscribe to our videos and click that bell for notifications because we take you to a new place each week. When visiting Banff, one of the things you cannot miss is coming down to Lake Louise. It's one of the most beautiful views in the world. The Banff Lake Louise Fairmont is right on here. And if you want to come out and see Lake Louise without all of the crowds, get here first thing in the morning. We arrived at 6 a.m. and it's already pretty busy, but you can still get those epic views without the crowds at this time of day. When driving the Icefields Parkway, you want to make sure you spend a few days in Banff as there is so much to see and do. There are so many things to do in Banff National Park. It's one of Canada's most beautiful landscapes, and you need to spend 3 or 4 days to explore Lake Louise, Banff, and even Canmore. The views are outstanding, there's adventures to be had, and lots of great cuisine to be eaten.
Bon appetit!
Besides seeing Lake Louise, go to the top of Banff and ride up the Banff Gondola. Or even better, take a helicopter tour for a bird's eye view for the gorgeous Rocky Mountains. There's famous mountains to see like Mount Rundle, the Three Sisters, Mount Yanuska, and many more. There are a lot of hotels in Banff National Park to choose from, including the iconic Fairmont Banff Hot Springs and Fairmont Lake Louise. And don't forget going to the actual hot springs where it all began. But Canada's first national park was made for exploring the great outdoors.
Got our coffees at the Fairmont. We're ready and fueled up for the rest of the day.
We're about to go on our Lake Minnewanka tour. This is a great excursion here in Banff. It's with Pursuit Adventures, and I think it's a good day to be on a boat covered from the rain. And yeah, we're really gonna look forward to finding all about Lake Minnewanka. So the cruise has been a lot of fun, don't you think?
It has been, definitely.
Yeah, you come out for about a half an hour with like a commentary about the history of the lake monster, and even in the rain, it's nice scenery. What do you think?
It is. I think that's the beauty of the Rocky Mountains. It doesn't matter what kind of weather is out there, they still show off their beauty.
Now that's a good way to spend an hour in Banff. All right, let's go. Deb's driving.
We are on one of the greatest drives in the world. This is the Icefields Parkway between Banff and Jasper. And there are so many scenic stops along the way that you can stop and look at the Rocky Mountains. We've got the glacier behind me here, and it's absolutely stunning. Make sure you take at least a day to just explore all the sights here.
If you spend the day here on the Icefields Parkway, you really take hikes around the lake. It's absolutely beautiful.
There are so many stops along the Icefields Parkway to take in the views. We've stopped at the Numpty Jaw Lodge, which has a great views and reflections of Bow Lake. We stayed here a few years ago, and it's a really cool place to stay. It is very historic. But if you're not staying here, just make sure that you pull off and come on out and take a hike along the trails to explore the beautiful sceneries and see the reflections on the lake. A good place to get out and stretch your legs on the parkway is the Saskatchewan River. There's great hiking trails and amazing views. When taking your road trip here along the Icefields Parkway, make sure you pull over at every stop. You won't be disappointed. It'll take you all day, but it's worth it. The Icefields Parkway has strategic stops at all the beautiful lakes along the drive. Must stops are Bow Lake, Peyto Lake, and Misty Canyon before you stop at the Athabasca Glacier. We're going on the Glacier Skywalk.
All right, we're ready for this. Make sure you come to the Skywalk at the Colubmia Icefield.
The Colubmia Icefield Skywalk is a glass walkway arching over a nearly 1,000-foot drop. Step outside for a bird's eye view of the mountains, glaciers, and the Sunwapta Valley.
It's pretty cool because when you walk around, you can actually feel it moving a little bit. So I think if you have a fear of heights, you might not like it, but really it's not that scary. You feel very safe. So like everything here in Banff and Jasper, you want to get here early. Otherwise, the crowds get bigger and bigger as the day goes on.
Come to the Athabasca Glacier.
The Athabasca Glacier is located in the Colubmia Icefields, and it's the most visited glacier in North America. Tours can be booked at the Visitor Center, and you can go on guided hikes and take a glacier tour to go out to the ice to see the massive crevasses. When you're driving along the Icefields Parkway, there's very limited internet. But if you want to catch up on email or send those selfies and Instagram stories off and everything, you can stop here at the Visitor Center at the Athabasca Glacier and you can get some Wi-Fi and you can order a very expensive burger and fries.
Welcome to Jasper, Alberta.
Something I just love about Jasper is you see wildlife everywhere. Just wherever you go, we've seen a lot of elk, we've seen some white-tailed deer, we've seen some, what was that, a mountain goat, a ram? It was pretty amazing.
In Jasper, you gotta check out the waterfall.
Sunwapta Falls is a short hike out to 3 cascading waterfalls with a 60-foot drop in the Sunwapta River. It's another beautiful stop on the Icefields Parkway.
Over here at Jasper Motorcycle Tours, we're getting all geared up. You don't even need to bring your jackets or your hats or your gloves. They got you looked after. I feel cool. Do I look as cool as I feel?
I'm ready to go. I'm first in the sidecar. Dave's gonna be the passenger.
Oh yeah! There you go.
We're downtown Jasper! A Harley-Davidson sidecar tour in Jasper is a great way to take a break from the wheel, get off the beaten path, and have a unique adventure in the Rocky Mountains. I'm looking for bears.
There's a grizzly in the area.
Yeah, I guess
We'll have to be careful. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Just saw a grizzly bear right here.
A mom and a cub.
Right beside us, a mom and a cub.
I can't believe it. A road trip through Banff and Jasper takes you into the rugged Canadian wilderness. The animals you see are wild, so it's best to have an experienced guide to keep you safe.
That was awesome. Not too bad at all.
Well, it's been a great ride so far. We've climbed up to Marmot Basin here. The views are absolutely incredible. And let me tell you, this is the way to see this area in Jasper, on the back of a Harley.
It is definitely worth trekking to Maligne Canyon. Wow, I have never seen a canyon so deep and narrow. It's really spectacular. It's 2.2 kilometers out to Bridge 5, but there's a lot of scenic route along the way as well.
Now these are some impressive canyons, let me tell you.
Wow, Maligne Lake is truly spectacular and worth the drive. It's a great drive as well through Maligne Canyon, and you're seeing other lakes. It's just spectacular. Come out to Pyramid Lake for gorgeous reflections and skies in the morning. Pyramid Lake lies at the foot of Pyramid Mountain in Jasper National Park. You can rent canoes or go for a hike around the lake. Plus, it's a popular spot for morning photography due to its gorgeous reflections.
Well, I've got to say, coming out here to Pyramid Lake this morning was a perfect idea. The reflections were beautiful, the weather, the sunrise, everything. Perfect intro to Jasper.
A great place for sunrise here in Jasper is Lake Annette, which is just outside of Jasper Park Lodge. You have gorgeous reflections of the mountains behind me, and it's very serene and peaceful, and the water is oh so still. Driving to Jasper is truly one of the great Canadian destinations. An iconic place to stay here is the Fairmont Jasper Lodge on Lake Beauvais. Deer and antelope roam the grounds. There are 2 other nearby lakes. It's not far from downtown, and plus you get luxury accommodation in the middle of the forest. The experiences in Jasper and Banff vary greatly, so spending a few days in each one is a must to see all the beauty that the towns have to offer. If you enjoyed our video, be sure to click the subscribe button and ring that bell to get notifications because we put out new travel videos each week.